The big decision, underground or overhead wiring. You've got the blueprints, the permits are in hand, and you're finally ready to build your dream home. Congratulations. This is an exciting milestone, but it's also a time for important decisions. But hold on, before you break ground, there's a crucial decision to make. How will you get electricity into your new house? This choice will affect not just the construction phase, but the long-term functionality and appearance of your home. It might seem like a small detail, but choosing between underground and overhead wiring can have a big impact on your home's safety, aesthetics, and your wallet. Each option comes with its own set of benefits and challenges. Don't worry, you don't need an electrical engineering degree to make the right choice. With a little guidance, you can make an informed decision that suits your specific needs. I'm here to break down the pros and cons of each option in plain English. We'll look at factors like cost, reliability, maintenance, and even how weather conditions can affect each type of wiring. We'll explore the advantages and disadvantages of both underground and overhead wiring so you can weigh your options carefully. By the end of this, you'll be equipped with the knowledge to confidently choose the best fit for your needs and budget. Let's dive in and make your dream home a reality. Powering your home, understanding the basics. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's make sure we're all on the same page. When we talk about underground wiring, we're talking about burying the electrical cables that bring power to your home. These cables run underground from the utility pole to your house, tucked safely away. Overhead wiring, on the other hand, is the system we're all familiar with. Those power lines strung along utility poles that deliver electricity to our homes. These lines are exposed to the elements and can sometimes be an eyesore. Now that we've got the basics down, let's explore the pros and cons of each method. The beauty of invisibility advantages of underground wiring. Let's face it, nobody dreams of having a tangle of power lines obstructing their view. Underground wiring offers a major aesthetic advantage by eliminating those unsightly poles and wires. This can significantly enhance your home's curb appeal and create a cleaner, more modern look. But the benefits go beyond just looks. Underground wiring is also incredibly durable and resilient. Buried deep beneath the frost line, these cables are shielded from harsh weather conditions like wind, ice storms, and even falling trees. This means fewer power outages and less risk of damage to your electrical system. If you're looking for a clean, reliable, and visually appealing option, underground wiring might be right up your alley. Buried treasure or buried trouble, disadvantages of underground wiring. While underground wiring offers a host of benefits, it's not without its drawbacks. One of the most significant disadvantages is the cost. The biggest hurdle for most homeowners is the initial expense. Installing underground wiring can be significantly more expensive than overhead lines. This is because it requires digging trenches, laying conduit, and burying the cables, which involves specialized equipment and labor. The process of installation is labor-intensive and time-consuming, adding to the overall cost. Specialized machinery and skilled labor are essential for this task, making it a costly endeavor. Another potential downside is the difficulty of repairs. Locating and accessing buried cables can be time-consuming and costly. If a problem arises, it might require digging up your yard and potentially disrupting landscaping. This can be particularly inconvenient and expensive. The repair process can be lengthy and disruptive, affecting your daily life and the aesthetics of your property. Finally, the installation process itself can be challenging, especially if you have a densely landscaped yard or existing underground utilities. Navigating these obstacles requires expertise. It's crucial to have a qualified electrician who can navigate these obstacles and ensure the job is done right. Proper planning and professional execution are key to minimizing these disadvantages. Up in the air advantages of overhead wiring. Overhead wiring might not win any beauty contests, but it's the reigning champion when it comes to affordability. It's significantly cheaper to install than underground wiring because it requires less labor and materials. The process is also faster and less disruptive to your property. Another advantage of overhead wiring is the ease of repairs. Since the lines are readily accessible, identifying and fixing problems is usually a straightforward process. This can translate to quicker restoration times in case of outages or damage. Furthermore, overhead wiring offers greater flexibility for future expansions or modifications. Adding new connections or upgrading existing ones is typically easier and less expensive with overhead lines. Exposed and vulnerable disadvantages of overhead wiring. While overhead wiring might be easy on the wallet, it's not always easy on the eyes. Those exposed lines can be a visual distraction, cluttering up your view and impacting the overall aesthetics of your property, but the drawbacks go beyond just looks. Overhead wires are vulnerable to damage from severe weather events like storms, high winds, and falling trees. This exposure can lead to power outages, property damage, and even safety hazards. Safety is another concern with overhead wiring. The exposed lines can pose a risk of electrocution, especially for children who might be tempted to climb trees or structures near them. It's crucial to maintain a safe distance from overhead lines and teach children about the dangers of electricity. Cost versus aesthetics, striking a balance. When it comes to choosing between underground and overhead wiring, one of the biggest considerations is often budget. Underground wiring offers a cleaner, more aesthetically pleasing look, but it comes with a heftier price tag. If you're working with a tight budget, overhead wiring might be the more practical choice. However, if you're willing to invest in the long-term value and visual appeal of your property, underground wiring can be a worthwhile investment. It can enhance your home's curb appeal, increase its market value, and provide peace of mind knowing your electrical system is protected from the elements. Ultimately, the decision comes down to your priorities and budget. Weigh the pros and cons carefully and choose the option that best aligns with your needs. The safety first, protecting your family and home. Ensuring the safety of your family and home is paramount, and one of the key aspects of this is maintaining a secure electrical system. Regardless of which wiring method you choose, safety should always be a top priority. Whether you opt for underground or overhead wiring, each method has its own set of precautions and best practices. Both underground and overhead wiring can pose potential hazards if not installed or maintained properly. It's essential to understand the risks associated with each type and take appropriate measures to mitigate them. With underground wiring, it's crucial to ensure the cables are buried at the correct depth and properly marked to prevent accidental damage during digging or landscaping projects. This helps avoid costly repairs and potential safety hazards. Regularly inspect your property for any signs of ground disturbances or exposed wires. If you notice anything unusual, take immediate action to address the issue and prevent further complications. For overhead wiring, keep trees and shrubs trimmed away from power lines to prevent contact and potential fires. Overgrown vegetation can lead to dangerous situations, especially during storms or high winds. Never attempt to repair or move overhead lines yourself. Always contact a qualified electrician for assistance. Handling electrical lines without proper training can result in severe injuries or even fatalities. By following these safety precautions and staying vigilant, you can help ensure a safe and reliable electrical system for your home. Remember, a well-maintained electrical system not only protects your property but also provides peace of mind for you and your loved ones. Making the call. Choosing the right wiring for you. So you've weighed the pros and cons, considered your budget, and prioritized safety. Now it's time to make the call. Underground or overhead wiring? Here's a quick recap to help you decide. Choose underground wiring if aesthetics are a top priority. You want a clean, unobstructed view. You live in an area prone to severe weather, or you're willing to invest in long-term value and durability. Choose overhead wiring if cost is a major factor. You need a quick and easy installation. You prioritize affordability and ease of repairs, or you're comfortable with the appearance of overhead lines. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. The best choice for your home depends on your individual needs, preferences, and circumstances. Beyond the wires, other electrical considerations. Choosing the right wiring method is just one piece of the puzzle when it comes to your home's electrical system. Here are a few other important factors to consider. Ensure your electrical panel has enough capacity to handle your current and future electrical needs. Choose the appropriate circuit breakers for different areas of your home to ensure safety and prevent overloads. Install ground fault circuit interrupters or GFCIs in wet areas like kitchens and bathrooms to protect against electrical shocks. Consider whole house surge protection to safeguard your electronics from power surges. By addressing these additional electrical considerations, you can create a safe, efficient, and reliable electrical system for your home. Power up your knowledge. What's next? Congratulations on taking the first step towards understanding the ins and outs of underground and overhead wiring. By arming yourself with knowledge, you can make informed decisions about your home's electrical system. But the learning doesn't stop here. Stay tuned for more insightful articles on home improvement, electrical safety, and everything in between. We'll continue to empower you with the information you need to create a safe, comfortable, and energy-efficient home. Remember, knowledge is power.